Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Indiana Hoosiers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap. Quickly enough. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for space. It's Richard. Might have a chance.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw it. Hoover fires downfield. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Under fire. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Takes the easy one to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
From the gun. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's a great job by the defense being aware. Oftentimes when the offense is down by their own end zone, they like to throw the ball deep because they're expecting man-to-man coverage. They took the shot. The defense comes away with the interception, and what a beautiful return now, setting his own offense up in great field position.
on hand.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. Got it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Richard. Spins away from the defender. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bond. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Richard. Makes one man miss. Turns it on down the left side. The 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Once he got some room, it was over.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play, that will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Gets it out fast. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Red pass, it's complete. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. The RPO, it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Connection to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Because of this receiver's size, even when he's covered, he's open. And you've got to give him shots. You've got to put it somewhere near his body. Let those long arms go pluck the football and get you a big first down.
Sends it back in motion. Underwood. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bond. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards. So great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Throwing, Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Marshall. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the...
Makes the catch and he's free. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Maybe a crease. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bond. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Got it in the middle. It's shot. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays.
Snags it and he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? To throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Finds his man. It's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously,
intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. The 20. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking downfield. It's Underwood. complete to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Underwood on the play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Again, it's Underwood. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Boston College Eagles.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety up.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Underwood. Snagged out of the air. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive explosive play has them set up.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Bond. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to... Turning it on! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Shoots it to the left. Finds his man, it's shot. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Motion from the wide receiver. And back to the air on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they're after him! Swings it out to the flat. Finds a crease at the 20. To the house! Touchdown, Indiana! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. Snowed under by the defense.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
The run inside. It's Marshall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here's Underwood. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Trying to take it back. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
To the air, it's Hoover. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Hoosiers! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside. It's Marshall. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throwing, Underwood. Lofts one high and deep. Makes a deep grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here's Underwood to throw. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On 3rd and goal, you can't trying to cut through the noise. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Bond. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Keeping it on the ground inside, and the ball's free in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They're working that left side, and he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around, when you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Here's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
4th down, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here. A couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they could put this thing away. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Hoover. Snags it over the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Plucks it out of the air. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Underwood. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He wants a big play here late. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going with the counter play here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense, being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Snags it, and there's running room.
I love the play call in this situation. You need one first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.